Good evening, everyone. Today we're doing a stream on some housings. Uh, these are basically just my houses, and it hopefully can give people an idea of what to do for their own houses. This first house that we're heading to is what I like to call my Harry Potter house. It's themed Hogwarts, like the Tamriel version of Hogwarts. So you step in and walk down the road. I also did a like an Easter egg hunting theme for this for last year. I just never took out the Easter eggs, and I'll show you all where those are located. In here, we're just gonna go check out the student dormitory. So, also be aware of Moses. He's up here on the ladder, or on the junction, guarding the place. But this is the students' housing area. Basically, everything in here is High Elf, Dark Elf, and Khajiit themed, because they kind of go together, except for the chandelier, which is Redguard. I liked, these are actually tables that I stuffed into the wall because I think that they look like shields. In my opinion, they look like shields. All I need is swords, but I haven't found anything that looks like a sword yet. And then up here, we have an Argonian egg in that basket, so there's one of the Easter eggs. Over here, we have a Kwama egg buried in the bushes. We're gonna head over to our biology classroom. It's right behind this wall. Here we have actual live dragon eggs. These quote-unquote eggs are actually mushrooms. I just stuck the stem in the ground because they do look like eggs to me. And this is normally where we house all the Easter, or all the, not Easter, but all the Argonian Kwama and Harpy eggs that the students take care of. And this is the warmer. It warms up the eggs, and you put some of the Harpy eggs in here. Or whatever eggs need it most. Fall over here. This is Bungie's little stable area. We will meet later. But right there is a Harpy egg. Then we're gonna check out the study hookup area for the students. It's over here in our shrub blue. It's an igloo made out of shrubs. Over here is the Kwama egg. We have a back exit, just in case you want to slip out of the school unnoticed. Over here, we have an Argonian egg in the well. And our 3 houses, standing proud. Up here we have a little resting area. And I'm working on getting all of those pieces to add to that wall. But inside we also have a Harpy egg in the fountain. Then we go up here and we have a little gaming section. This is Sushi, the bartender. He doesn't serve alcoholic drinks to the minors. Not that we're aware what the minimum age requirements are for Tamriel kids or young adults. And now we are going to step inside the academy. Our first room is Defense Against the Dark Arts. You can see that Tysus is preparing the lesson for the day. Over here we have an Argonian egg in this pot. And we walk over here. Again, I decided to use tables to decorate the walls because if you're part of the first before like Elsewhere came out, they didn't really have a lot of picture frames aside from the original ones, so unless you bought them from the store, you're stuck with the main ones. And in my other house there's about a billion other portraits, so I just wanted to be a little different. I thought it looked good, or I think it looks good. Over here is the headmaster's office. There is an invisible shield bubble that protects the office from collecting dust. Then we climb up the stairs and up these stairs, ramp stairs. Here is our potions classroom. It is not exactly filled in because I'm almost out of space. Yeah, I have 5 spaces left. Not a lot of stuff to work with. And you only have 5 spaces left. Alright, and then we're gonna go over here to our library. If you come over here and open the door, you will meet our boggart. But if you go into first person, you can see that the doorknob is actually a dormer piece. So this is actually just a bookcase backwards. Then over here, we have another harpy egg buried behind the potions. You just walk out. Climb down. The next room in our academy is the Great Hall. And we have our 3 houses, Daggerfall, Aldemary, and Ebonheart. And we have a Kwama egg over here. We like to teach our students independence and discipline. Thus, as we move out here to the patio, we make them do their own laundry. There's a washer and dryer and another harpy egg up there. And another Kwama egg over here. This is going to be the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. Mind you, I ran out of space, so it's a work in progress. We have our 3 dangerous progos. 2 are poisonous, 1 spits fire. The cage, though it appears to be open, is actually closed. You don't have to worry about them getting out and escaping. And we also Kwama egg right there. And we move up the stairs. Another fine portrait of a table and a wall. These are also green ink pots, which you can get, I believe, in the Thieves Guild, as long with the fans, which you can buy after you complete an achievement at the Thieves. In the Thieves... in Gold Coast. No. Where is it at? It's on Gold Coast, I think. Use Vane. Sorry, I forgot location. And this is the headmaster's office. Not office, sorry. Headmaster's bedroom. Behind this curtain is the bath. We're not done yet. We just climb down this ramp stairs again and walk out this door. This is the fire escape. If ever there were a fire and they couldn't put it out, they can always use Bungie, the trusted pet. He's actually really good at climbing up and down. He's very friendly to students and teachers, and it's just an easy escape route. He likes to jump also, so be aware if you're afraid of heights. So that's the end of this house. I hope you enjoyed. Let's visit perhaps the first house that I ever got. My Strauss Mackay house. Also really beneficial if you start a character that's Aldemir or Ebonheart, because I can go to the house and be instantly in the blue territory without having to worry like about trying to find someone who is there and can give me access, you know? Easy fast travel waypoints. Alright. I do a lot of PvP, and I like to play in all of the alliances in Cyrodiil. I find it fun. Not everyone agrees with me, but to each their own. We're gonna go around the side here as we start the tour. Over here we have Gypsy in the haystack playing hide and seek with Sandwich. Here we have Sponge and Salsa. Then we're going to climb up the ramp. Walk the plank. So because I play all alliances in Cyrodiil, I'm sure I've made a few enemies. So if they ever plan on attacking, hopefully they'll think twice. So we come back over here, jump down on the plank. Are you guys ready? I should probably get ready. I'm not in the right outfit. Where's the hat I'm wearing? Did you see that? I'm not actually a Khajiit. I'm a person. It just looks like a Khajiit. Alright, bombs away! We're swimming over here to visit our buddy Mustard, if I can get up. He marks the safe passage. If you go any further out, you are going to get eaten by slaughterfish. So now we're gonna swim over here. And move over to our campfire area. This is where we fish. Unfortunately, you cannot actually access the fishing hole at your house, but the idea is you fish, and then you take the slaughter fish that you just caught, and you slaughter them. Vengeance is nice, right? Then you climb up here. Since we just took a freezing cold dip in the ocean, let's warm up here in the hot tub. We have spandex here. He's kind of one of my favorite pets, just because he makes the cutest noises. Alright. Now, let's move out of here and go check out the study. Great. The study and the library. Up here we have the stargazing area. Our telescope, where is my telescope, is over here, not facing the pirate ship, just to be on safe terms. But you can either jump off if I have people that are with me. It's probably wouldn't survive. Or you can climb back down. We're gonna go back up the ramp. Wipe our feet on this rug, sorry, so I don't drag dirt in, and step inside. Now, I'm sorry in advance. The people that were over for the party yesterday left a huge mess and lost my ping pong ball as well as my ping pong paddles. But they were kind enough, I guess, or ashamed enough, perhaps, to make their beds the next morning. This is the guest room. I feel the tree just livens up the place and brings a breath of fresh air right to their door. And you notice that I use the kelp as kind of like leaves that fall on the ground. And the Nord beds have the canopy on purpose, so you won't get needles in your bed sheets. Over here, if we walk this way, we have a little sitting area, and over here is the master bedroom, complete with outfitter station. We also have some gold and a key. And these doors don't really lead anywhere. They just cover them up, so I feel like this house has too many doors, so covering them makes it, I feel like it makes it more roomy. We're going to jump out of here and enter the little sitting room area. And then we're gonna go grab a drink at the bar. This is our bartender, Hopsquash. Be careful, he spits. And then over here we have our kitchen area. It took me forever to figure out what I wanted to do with my kitchen area. And then luckily, one of my guildmasters gifted me this grill, and I'm just gonna finish it up, but again, running out of space. I only have 10 spaces left, and so much I could do, and not much that I want to take out, you know what I mean? They need to give us more room. So we're gonna walk over here to another little sitting library area. Plus, in the back corner underneath the stairs, we have a little storage unit. And over here is the trophy room. If you notice, they're all normal dungeons. It's just because I like the normal trophies more than the bronzy vet trophies. And this is my Craglorn skull. He is not a trophy. I basically got him from the luxury furniture vendor. And then I just added the crystals, which are buyable in Ordon, I believe. Don't quote me. Just to liven it up, because the skull kind of blends in with the background. So if I add lights, then it doesn't really... it works better, in my opinion. So, and there's music playing, but I totally don't have sound, so I'm not sure if you can hear it. And then we're gonna step out this door, take a gander at the Sky Shard. That's an achievement related item. You can only get it after you've become... wait a second. Yep. Become... I don't know. You have to get all the Sky Shards in Tamriel. Minus, like, DLC areas. I kind of switched how I did things, so I'm a little backwards. Alright, now we're gonna step out here, where we have our crafting tables. These are all the basic ones. I haven't really bothered with the ones that you can get, the tunable ones, because my main guild has all of them, so don't really have to worry about that. And then we also have our target dummy, gifted to me for one Christmas event. So if you ever wanted to duel, and then our transmute station with my banker, and all the things that I need. All my extra storage space. So that's the end of this tour. Also, these things are Bibles. I don't exactly remember where you get them, though. I hope you enjoyed this tour, but we're gonna go check out a few other houses first. I actually have a few. We're gonna go this way. Alright. I originally made this video for my brother. He plays on Xbox One, so it makes it difficult for us to play together because I play on PS4. He showed me his what is it called? His Mara house. So I'm gonna show him mine. He could only fit a chest in his, which is understandable. But here's how I did it. And he also doesn't have ESO Plus. ESO Plus gives you like double the furniture space, so it can be beneficial, and it has the crafting bag, which is very beneficial, especially if you do any sort of crafting at all. And ESO Plus is good just for that purpose, just for that. And it gives you access to all the DLC except for the ones that you have to buy, like Morrowind and elsewhere. So this is my storage area. There's not enough room to do much more, but I just put planks up and put shit on them. Not obvious, not actual shit, but books, and hung up some little banners. Even put a little spider dude. I think his name is Gizmo. I don't actually think his name is Gizmo. I think I changed it. What is his name? What? I have too many pets. Far too many. Nope, not the right one. What is this thing's name? Yep. Polish. Because, you know, he's shiny. Don't usually make names that make sense for the animal or creature that it is. I just pick a random word, name it that, for the hell of it. It's supposed to make people laugh. It occasionally does. Why did I go here? I should have just went to a different house. Sorry for the random world load screen. At least the screensavers are pretty to look at. Alright, since we went to Ordon's house, we're gonna visit Dagger Falls. Or wait, Glenumbria's and Stone Falls. So, Glenumbria's house. This is the house, I call it the Rat Sanctuary. And it's the house that you get. So originally, when you started the game, you started off with the main quest line, like the Harbor's quests, or your main quests. So after you do the first little bit of the first one, you get stuck on whatever alliance faction you are's, what I call baby territory, so Strasmakai, Bleak Rock, or Canarthy's Roost. You get stuck on one of those places, and basically you're shipwrecked there and have to do the quest to get off the island, so forth. Over the years, that's not where you start off at, but so in this situation, you are a new person to Tamriel. You're stuck in Glenumbria or whatever. This is your little hideaway home until you can make more money and find something better. So, this is Scumbag, my Daedrat, whatever. Over here, it's actually a like little stage with a, I think it's orc G bedding on it, and then planks that hold storage and some meat for our little rat dude so he doesn't get hungry. Mind you, he does have rabies, or not rabies, he doesn't have his rabies shot, so if you're a stranger and you're walking in, I definitely wouldn't advise it. And then we also have Stone Falls. Yep, Stone Falls. I suppose I can actually put this girl back in her regular costume. Especially since it's like, well, Stone Falls is more arid, so it probably doesn't, she probably wouldn't be cold, but still. Here we just have a simple Nord themed, well, Imperial themed apartment. This is an Imperial, I think? Imperial little bed. You get it, you get the option of getting this or an Imperial fire light thing, and or a bookcase, like when you're first starting off in one of the times that you level, you get it. Over here, this isn't just an orcish, um, whatever they're called. I don't remember what they're called. The thing that you change behind, but it's pretty simple. We're just gonna go over here to the chateau. Mind you, this house isn't actually done. I'm still working on it. Still have no idea what I'm gonna do with most of it. It's just a work in progress, but some of it I find interesting, so it could give somebody an idea of what to do with their own chateau or any other of their houses. So don't mind that. I was putting stuff here to store it, because I always run out of space. But underneath we have a cauldron. It's a witch's cauldron that lights green, because that's why it's glowing. And then the Oridon yellow lights. I think you can get them in Sky. What's the place called? Skywatch. There's like a little shop right by the way shrine where you can buy them at. So we're gonna go over here. Oh, I'm not appropriate dressed for a church. 1 second. Alright, there we go. Alright, this is not a spiritual place like you'd find in Tamriel. It's kind of like a church theme, in my opinion, for any general American congregation. I'm sure there's, it matches other themes in the world, but I just thought it was, wanted to make a church. Don't ask me. It's just how it is. And Tysus makes a good preacher. Over here, so it doesn't give you the option to enter, even though there's a door there. So you go over here, it gives you the option, so you enter. But it's overgrowing with foliage, and you can't actually get through. So let's try the third door. Freaking wall. So can you get in here at all? Normally if you just run across here, you'll fall into a hole right there. Excuse me. And then if we come over this way, we can see why we couldn't get in. It's blocked off. Here's a little garden. All of those plants you can buy. And then the only other room I have in this house is topside. Again, I used the planks to make an extra level. And here is just a bedroom area. High elf themed. Well, high elf and dark elf themed. And that's it for this place. Next, we are going to check out... Might as well go back to Bardenville and check out the apartment there. Now you can either buy the furnishings off of people, which can be pretty expensive, or you can find the recipes to learn them, grind for all the materials or buy the materials and make them yourself. I actually made most of it just because I'm cheap. But I like this one because the top reminds me of like an ocean. Thus, I added the starfish and the seashells that you kind of find around the place and random fishes. And then added lights. But adding all of that up there made for little room to put stuff down here. So we have seaweed and vitamins in the corner here. Seaweed is the northern lynx. Vitamins is the dark lynx. But that's about it. Could probably add a carpet, but don't really see the point. And then we have actually, let's go with Somerset first. Well, I thought it was really beneficial getting this little place just because this town is where you can do your jewelry crafting. You don't have that anywhere else. And when you start off in Somerset, you start on the opposite side of the lands. So it's kind of like nice to buy this little house. Makes it easy. Or for traveling and stuff. So it's mostly just like a library. With my grandfather clock. I love this thing, it's so pretty. Alright. Next, we will visit the snug pod. If it'll let me. Alright, and here we have another little setup. Little kitchen area. Over here we have elastic serving the bar. A little garden inside the house. There's like 5 little moths and they're all named after flowers. You can pick the flowers if you want. And then up here, I added, the little private bedroom area complete with a little library. I figured there's not enough room on just this floor plan, so adding an extra level made it a little more homey. And on top we have the Vardenfell map thing that you get when you become like the Vardenfell hero, and a few different portraits. Where is it called? I have far too many houses. Yeah, I know. This is the Cyrodiilic Jungle House. It's really small and cozy, and I like it because Malabator is like the jungle area, so you're like actually going to someplace secluded when you come to this house. So the theme for this house is you're coming from my Strasmakai house, so that's the big one with the water, and you're coming here to get away from all of the drama of being a well-known hero. So this is the getaway house. Alright, the getaway house. See, it's very jungly and kind of out of the way, secluded with your own fenced-in yard. So over here we have a well, and there is a crystal, one of those big crystals down the well, so it kind of like lightens it up and gives it more substance, I guess. Over here we have this is glow stick, because he glows when you make him roar. Over here we have Everest and Scissors, who is monitoring Bermuda that's up in the tree. I had something else here, but I decided to change it and haven't really figured out what else I want to do with it. But if we take a step inside, you'll notice how plain it is. It's because it's not trying to be fancy, it's trying to be relaxing. You go outside and you hear the birds and the bees, and then you come inside and you just relax. You eat your porridge or whatever it is and take a nap. We have Autumn's Gaze, which is not fully furnished, but it has it's partially done. Don't mind these trees right there, that's totally storage. But the rest of it, so these are esophagus, stone esophagus things. They're elsewhere, pieces that that are pretty common. You should be able to find them most places. And then I just filled them with flowers to make it look like an actual flower pot. Did the same on this side with some variation of how it's placed. And then you step inside and storage stuff. But it's the beginning of the makings of a well-furnished house. I'll go to the Cragthorn place. I hate this thing. Let me access my houses. Alright, again, don't mind the ferns that are right there, because I have to furnish the sides of the house, and I haven't gotten to it yet. But, if we take a gander on the side, let's see, it's not really flowery, it's all regular grass type. Back here we have the bonfire cookout area. And that's basically all I have so far, except Fog over there in the corner, hanging out in the tree. Over here, it's very Ebonheart themey, just because I felt like all the red worked with the hardwood flooring work area. Over here, I just used like a singular plank and stuck it into the wall, and then put flowers in the way so it looks like a flower pot area, and then just added ferns to these pots to give it some substance. I do still need to add all the food and stuff, but that's a work in progress, and making food for housing is expensive. So if we go up the hill and step into the bedroom, again still the red theme. We have a Hydra over here, my Flame Antronarch cinch, and we have food galore. Another different styled Nord canopy bed. Over here we have Torpedo and her baby Mirage. After that house we have this one's nice. Simple but nice. Long load screens. Sorry about the wait. Thanks for the warning, game. There we go. We're in. So again, a little bit of a simple theme. We have a little study here. And the bedding is a canopy, or not a canopy, sorry, a hammock. I can't talk today, don't mind me. Then I just added pillows, a bush, so it stays fresh and not dreary. And then I used this instead for the table. And another pot with random ferns in it. Pretty simple theme. This is also a nice house to have because it gets you into Deshawn. And Deshawn I like for doing writs just because it's pretty easy. The writ master is right here. Most of the writs are here. Woodworking's right like here. And you just have to step into these two buildings that are right next to each other. You don't have to like run across the map just to go to a different area. Kind of like Stone Falls is. If you look at Stone Falls, it's annoying, in my opinion. Because if you're looking at Stone Falls, and their crafting stations are clothing, blacksmithing, woodworking, and then alchemy's here, and enchanting and jewelry are like way over here. It's like a lot of room to run, and then your turning in stuff's over there. Alright. We're going to look at the Humble Mud house, which is a small house again, a little bit bigger than an apartment. Well, it does have a backyard. And this is not. It's okay. It's basically fully furnished, I believe, from what I remember. This is basically the house. We have. This is a tapestry that's supposed to be on a wall, but it doesn't really work for this house. Then we have food for our singular person that lives here, their little shrine. Then we go out here to the courtyard, and they're obviously Ebonheart. We have portrait wall and a trunk with a tree in it because I thought it looked cool. And then added a crystal in there to make it glow and kind of liven it up a little bit. And that's it. Added some shrubs, flowers. You're gonna check out the Matheson Manor? No. We're gonna check out Arcanarthy's Roost. This one is not complete, but it's kind of like, I feel like the house kind of gives you a gambling theme, so that's kind of what I went with. And mind you, I'm missing a lot. I just started it and work on it when I can, or have the muse to. So simple. These are the two gambling tables. We need some dice in there. We have our smuggler and we have our merchant, sorry, banker. I made everything except for these. They came, I bought the Vardenfell Harry Potter house furnished, and then I just took everything out of it and remade it. So those are from that house. Now we are going to the Matheson Manor. Almost done, sorry. There are a few houses. A few. This house isn't done. by any standard of the imagination. The yard isn't done at all. I just did a little bit of the inside. I like it, so I thought I would share. So, banker, some round chests. Ignore the tent back there. I was just storing stuff. We step inside. And I decorated the walls with random stuff, because why not? Trees mounted on the wall, portraits. Over here, it's pretty simple. Over here, this one's actually finished. And then we move over here. All the doors have curtains, because why not? This is kind of like the hunting themed room, and like Ebonheart themed room. So I use, that's the Rifts, Ebonheart territory, and that's Orsinium, which is kind of, orcs are actually Daggerfall, but it looks like it matched, so I went with it. And the plaque is actually a monster, like a normal Monster Helm hat, a normal Monster Helm trophy thing backwards. And then you just stick the fish on top of it, in front of it. And then if we go the opposite direction, down here we have a flaming oil. If the sound was on, you'd be able to hear it. I don't really like the sound, so I don't normally play it. I can jam out the music. And then this is basically like a Daggerfall room, minus the Nord, whatever those things are called. They're Nord style, I believe. But blue themed with a tree. And a chandelier. Yep, that's orc chandelier. And that's all I have for this house thus far. Alright, I just have three more houses to show, and then we're done. Not all of them are furnished again. This one is half furnished. I should really be charging my phone right now, because I have to head to bed soon. Alright. This is made in Bangarai. Yep, that's what I thought. Over here we have 4 horses, styrofoam, cracker, brownie, I think, and whiplash. Imperial, these two you can buy from the stables And this one was a Skyrim specific horse. And we have a bunch of food, some carrots to share with the horses. Apparently not enough to share because there's only 3 batches of carrots, but that's okay. And then walk down the plank and into the house. The house isn't furnished completely, but we have a little kitchen area, again with a pot with ferns in it and a flower. And then a little library area over here. That's basically it. Alright, Serenity Falls is my newest acquired house. I've wanted it for a while. But now that I have it, it's a work in progress. The theme I'm going for is kind of Halloween-y, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna have that be the whole estate. Might just be the stables area, or not exactly sure how far I want to take it. So there's that. Once we loaded. So don't mind all of that over there. I'm not going over there. We're going over here. The plan is to just do a Halloween theme. With all of these crazy looking mounts. Pudding, Harvac, Fuzz. We have, I don't remember that one's name, but this one's Tangy and this one's Toothbrush. And then our last house, again, not sure everyone's seen this house and every varying degree of it. This house isn't done, but the plan is to do kind of like a the Solitudes trading post, where if you've ever done the Thieves Guild in Skyrim, you follow the Argonian into the trading post or trading company, and it's like on the water, and you follow them in, and there's all those crates and storage location, basically a jumble of everything. That's the plan that I'm going to do, but I haven't really started that part yet. So the only part you're really gonna see is the outside, which again isn't done. I was thinking beautiful outside, and then inside it looks trashy or cluttered, hoarders paradise sort of thing. We do have some random stuff. I added the stairs here just to get to the top level, but the top level doesn't have anything on it so far. Alright, and then you just go up. Each of these little sections are different in my opinion, or like for mine, but again, don't really have that much in here. We have a little cart, caravan thingy with our little buddy over here. I don't remember his name. Don't want to look it up. But It's a beautiful estate. It's just there's so much room. And all I really did was add carpet. But that's the it of this house and this tour. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you guys have a good night. Thanks for watching.